All right, Shalom Akim. Start the lesson. I do want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakakwadash. The one star apostles and elders of great millstone that taught us his truth. Peace and blessings to sincere Akim that's pushing his truth and our truth sincerity around the four corners of the earth. Didn't you lead to us? Say Shalom. Okay, and I'm the brother Ariyah from the Great Millstone Miami camp. And I come back to the spirit power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to make another lesson. Okay, and this lesson is going to be titled, Have They Not Heard Verily? Okay, and as you can see now in this picture, okay, Israel is now underwater. Massive floods turn streets into rivers. Okay, and this is a YouTube video that's on YouTube right now. All right, heavy rain causing flooding. All right, and who is behind this, man? Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Okay, there's a lot of wicked things that go on in Israel. One thing is, is that pride parade that takes part once a year. Okay, when that's supposed to be the promised land. Okay, the Holy Land, but all this wickedness is going on in the so-called Holy Land. Okay, so the Lord is judging this place. Okay, the Lord has not forgot about the wickedness of America and around the whole earth. Okay, that's why we are seeing these type of judgments being taking place on the face of the earth. These things are not a surprise to us, man. Okay, people see these things and start to question and ask why God knows. It's only right that the Lord judges this place. Is this place not wicked? And indeed it is, man. Okay, we see it, we see it every day, man. In our regularly daily lives, man. Okay, where you may see a Momo or a transformer. Okay, these things vex you, man. Okay, and these are things that Esau is pushed and made normal on the face of the earth, man. Okay, he has made being a transformer and being a Momo normal, man. And then he tries and goes to spread it, to all these other nations, man. Okay, and then these nations take on that, and the Lord sees that, man. All right, but going back into this flood, this is this is a beautiful thing, for the prophets of Yahweh Shemar Shai, because we rejoice at things like this, man. Okay, these things don't trouble us. When we see flood and earthquakes, okay, we rejoice, man, because this place needs to get judged, starting with America and around the four corners of the earth. All right, being the fact that we don't have any might in our hands to put to place judgment. Okay, all we can do is pray, and throw up curses, and lo and behold, the Lord gonna hear our prayers, man. All right. The Lord is going to hear our prayers. All right. Seeing this taking place, that's a scary sight, man. All right. Who y'all call God is flooding Israel. And this is not something that happened so far. No, this happened yesterday, man. All right. People that think that people think that the Most High, it's just all, cookie and cream, and then everything is okay. And the Most High don't kill. Yet, yes, he does, man. And, and I'm going to grab that in Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39, man. It's the Lord that allowed that flood to happen. And the Lord allowed people to die in that flood in Israel, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a mass casualty due to that flood. That's one of the worst ways to die, is either by fire or drowning or starvation. Okay, but this is Deuteronomy 32 verse 39, and it says, "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither there's any that can deliver out of my hand." And that's right, man. It's the Lord that kills. It's the Lord that heals. All right, and only Yahweh Bashim Shai can deliver you from death. Okay, he can deliver you from anything that you're going through. So Yahweh Shimon Shai is in control. Okay, Esau done made it to where he done flipped the scriptures and try to make it seem like it's the devil, okay, under the earth with a pitchfork that allowing this to happen. Okay, and then he done put it into Christianity, which is retarded. Because if you just really think about it, how can if that whole Christianity devil thing is real, how can the devil and the Most High be on the same level, man? And the devil just doing his own thing. That don't make sense, man. Christianity is through. Okay, but going back to the point, it's the Lord that's judging the earth, and also, the prophets have warned you. Okay, we have warned the people of mass destruction, of flooding and earthquakes in diverse places. All right, here it is. We don't have to be in Israel prophesying and doing all these things, because guess what? We have the internet. All right, and then, us prophesying on the internet of these things, and then they happen in front of our eyes. These are things that boost our faith, man. Okay, seeing that wicked place, Israel, getting flooded. All right, well, this is Amos 5, verse 25, verse 24, and it says, "But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream." Okay, so continually, judgment needs to happen, man. Okay, let judgment run down as waters. You ever see a waterfall? It's just continuous, continuous, and that's what we want to see. Okay, we want to see judgment being taken place on the earth. It's wicked. Okay, it's prideful. All right, the Lord, Lord gonna cause all that pride to come to cease, and I'm pretty sure he, in Israel they got a reality check. Okay, one day you in your living room, and the next day you drowning, and you watching your kid drown. All right, that's why the scriptures tell us. About to grab it right now. Get that in Hebrews. This is Hebrews 10 and verse 31, and it says, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power." Okay, and that's right. One day, you think that you just sitting, eating food with your kids, and then the next moment, you just, your kid being taken away, by a massive flood. That is scary, man. Okay, that is very scary. People don't understand the totality and the power that Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai has. Okay, that's why it says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Okay, if you just continually wicked and you just thinking you just nothing gonna ever happen to you, and then boom, the Lord just kill you by a flood. Okay, make you drown to death. That's scary, man. Okay, when you're trying to gas for oxygen and there's no oxygen to gas for. But this is judgment that has to take place on the earth, because people are wicked, man. All right, it's only right that this place get judged. That's over there in Israel. Okay, and as you can see, that's not being brought up on mainstream media. Okay, what's being brought up on mainstream media? Distraction. Okay, so that Esau can keep you in a dumb state of mind. All right, but us as prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, we gonna give warning, man. Okay, what is the job of the prophet? The job of a prophet is to say before. Okay, and that's what we doing, saying these things before they happen. It says Ezekiel 3 and verse 17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth and give them warning for me." And that's right, man. Lord made us a watchman unto the house of Israel. Okay, ultimately telling our people to repent. Okay, because the Lord is about to judge this place. Seeing that flood in Israel should move you, man. Just because it's happening in Israel doesn't mean it can happen to a place near you. Okay, and it doesn't have to be a flood. It can be something. It can be an earthquake, a random earthquake. Okay, and say or something miraculous just hitting you, and when you can't even fathom why it's happening to you. Okay, it's the Lord that's allowing that thing to happen to you. That's why we got to reverence Yahweh Shemel Shai, give the Lord his praise daily, because we don't want to fall, on the Lord's bad side. As I just read in Hebrews 10:31, it says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And then, a lot of y'all going to fall into the hands of Yahweh Shemel Shai, because y'all continue in your wickedness and y'all remaining prideful. Y'all don't want to seek Yahweh Shemel Shai. Y'all want to go back into the world. Okay? Y'all done heard this, y'all done heard this Israelite talk for a long time. Y'all not seen nothing happen. So y'all want to continue living it up. The Lord's gonna judge you, man. Okay, scripture's talking about, judgment shall begin at the house of the Lord first, man. Okay? So, hey, brothers, hey, no one who's edified. Okay, I'm gonna title this lesson, have they not heard? Verily. Okay, verily, verily, they have heard, man. Okay, so I want to give double honor to our apostle, elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akims that's pushing the truth and all truth and sincerity. With that, I want to say shalom.